Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today, I want to show you guys a really simple, fast summer look. So I did this look a couple weeks ago and I really liked it. It was just so easy, so fast. It was one of those things where like, I didn't want to do a full face of makeup, but as you guys can see, my skin isn't perfect. I definitely have some scarring. I have some acne issues. So I still like to, like when I'm going somewhere, sometimes I don't really care if I wear makeup, to be honest with you. But I was going somewhere and I wanted to look put together, but I didn't want to look full glam or like I tried too hard. And so I did this makeup routine and it looked really beautiful. It lasted so well throughout the day that I was like, I really want to show people this because maybe you're a busy mom, maybe you just need a really fast summer look, maybe you're going on vacation and you want something to wear when you go out to dinner at night or you go on, to lunch or whatever. This is just really easy and really simple to do. I'm using less than 10 products. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. So I'm going to start off with primer and I'm using the NYX Pore Filler. This is a great drugstore primer. It really fills in the pores. Now this will focus a lot on the face. So like I said, I am, I have some issues on my skin. I definitely have some scarring. I struggle with acne and things like that. So this really does focus on making the skin look really good, but you can easily dress up the eyes if you want to. You can do more with it, but this particular little routine is just going to do a lot with the skin. So, but again, this would be great for daytime, and then if you're on vacation and you want to do a more nighttime look, throw on some shadow, because I'm not using any eyeshadow in this look. Throw on some shadow and some bottom mascara, maybe a little liner, and you're good to go. So this is really nice for like day to night kind of looks. So I'm going to use my Catrice Wake Up Effect. This is the camouflaging cream. The reason I like to use something like this is just because I do have some dark circles. So this will really help kind of correct those, but it also really does brighten up the under eye area. So I don't feel like I need to use like another concealer on top of this. This is just kind of perfect. And I do like to use it before my foundation because then when I kind of blend everything together, it will just kind of all mesh as one. So for foundation, I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Healthy Skin Foundation, or no, the Healthy Foundation, excuse me. It has SPF 20 in it, so again, if you're going to be outside, this is a really nice product. I wear the shade LM3, so it's Light Neutral 3. They have a pretty good shade range. I wish it was better, but it is pretty good. And this is a light, buildable to medium coverage, so it has a big old doe foot, and I just kind of like to streak it in the center of my face. And then on the forehead a little bit, down the nose, and right on the chin. Maybe I just kind of wipe off whatever else I have. And then I take a, damp beauty sponge here. I like this Real Techniques one. And I just sort of start blending out. Now, this foundation is buildable, so I will add some more in a second. I just like to do really light, thin layers because I don't want to look overly cakey. And my forehead is a place where I don't have a ton of issues, so I can just use a really nice thin amount of product on my forehead. I don't have to use, a ton of product up there. So I really will try to spread out what was on the center. I'll just kind of spread that out to the ends. But see, I still have all of these issues over here. So what I do is I just take a little bit more foundation and I apply it on those areas. Maybe where I have some scarring. I have a breakout right there right now. Just sort of some more. My cheeks are just really bad. That's kind of where my area of issues are. And I just add a little bit more on my nose just to make sure, because I do get pretty red. So just to make sure that I stay covered. But see, like, look, you can still see it. Like, it's not perfect coverage, but it's enough. You know what I mean? It's not as prominent as it was. So I don't feel the need to always cover things up because, like, I'm human. I don't, I have scarring. Okay. Like, it's just kind of what it is. And if it's just like an everyday easy look, I don't really feel the huge need to like go in and really conceal all of that and make it super heavy. And then I just sort of take the whatever is left on my foundation and I sort of just blend out that concealer that we used. And again, it corrects, it brightens a little bit. Is it the most full coverage under eye look? No, but I'm not trying to get that right now. You know, I'm really just trying to make it nice and natural. And this sponge really does help. It just kind of, it feels really good on the skin, first of all, like during the summer months, because it is damp, it feels really nice. And it also just kind of picks up any excess product and it blends things out so fast and just really nicely. So I might add just a little bit more, but you guys will even see by adding a little bit more on those areas, it still doesn't look crazy cakey. This foundation is so good because it doesn't look cakey like ever. It's really, really nice. So then I just kind of blend out and then blend somewhere around my nose, right on this area. I always get product breakdown right there. So that's just the foundation. And as you guys can see, it's not super full coverage, but it still covers a little bit. You know what I mean? So then because I do have oily skin, I really do like to set the face with a powder. And this one is from Maybelline. This is the Superstay Better Skin. I talk about this all the time here on my channel. And the reason I like this one is that it really does smooth out the skin and kind of blurs everything. It adds a little bit more coverage and it has salicylic acid in it. So if you're someone who has oily skin, it's going to really help with the oil control in the T-zone. So I will just take it and I set the blemishes and I just kind of press it into the skin. I take a pretty dense brush for powder and I just sort of push it on the areas that I really want to make sure foundation stays, you know, so like on my cheeks where I have all those kind of scars and I like wanted to cover those, and then some around my nose area, and then I take it right in the center of the forehead and I blend it up because my forehead does get pretty oily, all of me does. And then I will just take some right around the eyes and set that concealer a little bit. This isn't super precise, but it works. So see, everything just looks kind of perfected a little bit. Again, not 100%, but definitely better than what we started with. Now, I totally skipped bronzer for this look, and I didn't think I would like that. I thought, oh my gosh, how can I skip bronzer, right? But I actually really enjoyed it. So I take this blush. This is one of the new CoverGirl Peach Punch blushes that I talked about in that CoverGirl video. And this is in the shade 130. I really like this shade because it's a little bit deeper, a little bit like just richer in tone. But I just recommend any color that you like, that you think kind of like wakes up your face. So that makes it look a little bit fresher, a little bit more awake. It's just really pretty. So I take a little bit of this and I just really found that like with this blush, I didn't even really need bronzer. Like I just looked so nice and like awake that I didn't really feel the need to put on a bronzer at all, you know? It's one of those things that just, I looked super natural that I was like, I think I'm just good, you know? And I think it's because we didn't use a ton of full coverage products on the skin. Like we didn't use a really full coverage thick foundation or anything. So a lot of the natural dimension of my face still shows. It's not one of those things that kind of just like masks the face. So I didn't really feel the need to add dimension back in. So now I'm just going to take a clean brush and just sort of blend out because I tend to get a little heavy-handed when it comes to blush, just because I love blush. So, and I think blush is something that just, again, it really just wakes up the face, makes you look really nice and awake. Now for brows, I do want to just kind of perfect them a little bit. And I love this Revlon brow mousse. So you just twist it up through the spoolie. I talked about this and this blush in another video. It was like the gimmicky makeup video. So the mousse just comes out. Can you guys see that? Yeah. You see the mousse kind of coming out. So what I do is I sort of just throw it into the brows and then I just brush them through with the spoolie. And it adds just some color, some fill-in, but it's nothing really intense or precise by any means. And it's just super fast. You could also just use like a typical tinted brow gel, but I like this just because you can just twist it up and you're good. You don't even have to like dip back into anything. Which, I mean, how lazy am I? But this is just nice. And this is a little bit of a thicker product, so it does really hold the brows in place. I really like it. So there are the brows. Super easy, but as you guys can see, it added something to my brows. It wasn't a lot, but it's still something. Now for eyes, I don't do any eyeshadow with this look. I simply just use mascara. And I only do mascara on the top. I don't really like to do mascara on the bottom when I don't have any shadow, just because it can kind of make it look a little spidery and a little much. And, you know, there's also more like room for smudging and things like that when you do mascara on the lower lashes. So I usually just stick to the top when I'm going to be, you know, doing a quick look. So I'm going to use my Maybelline Total Temptation Waterproof and just curl my lashes, and then we'll be back to finish up this look. Okay, so there are the lashes, really quick, right? And just really easy. So again, I curled them because it really just lifts the eyes and makes it look more awake, and I just threw on some upper lash mascara. And then for lips, I'm just going to use something super easy once again. This is the Neutrogena Moisture Smooth Color Stick in the shade Pink Nude. I really like this just because you don't even need a mirror to put it on. You can just throw it on. You don't need a lip liner, nothing like that. But you still get some color. You know what, actually, I want to wipe off the foundation I had on my lips, because that will pale up the color a little bit. And I want it to be its full color. I don't want it to dull down with any foundation. These feel so comfortable. It just feels like a lip balm. But again, you could throw on any lip. Like if you're going from day to night, you could wear this during the day, take this off, throw on a brighter lip for nighttime, and you're good to go. Maybe throw on a little bronzer for night and you're done. You know, you don't even need to do shadow if you want to. So that is it for this look, you guys. It was so fast, so simple, but I feel really fresh and awake, put together. I don't feel overly done. I feel like I'm going to work today, and I think that it looks very work appropriate. I still look really nice, and again, just really fresh and good. And what I love is that these products are going to last a long time on my skin. You know, I like the powder because it has that salicylic acid, so it kind of just dries out the T-zone a little bit. The lip color is so effortless, and I don't have to worry about eyeshadow smudging or looking too heavy or, you know, fallout throughout the day. I don't even have to worry about lower lash mascara or anything like that. It's just so easy. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something, or maybe it got you thinking of a lighter, fresher look for summer. Typically, I'm a girl who I kind of do nothing, or I do full glam. I don't really do a lot of in-between looks. But when I found this, it kind of got me inspired to do more of the just like natural, really simple makeup looks, more like BB cream light looks. Because before I just was never really into that, but this really got me on that train. So I really like this. Thank you guys again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys in my next video.